Before we start the podcast, though, I have to give you guys, and we're recording, so it started, but I have to give you guys affirmations. So these are positive affirmations so that we have a good episode today. We can't risk having a bad episode. We just can't. Yeah. I can't afford it, and I will quit.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give you your affirmation. I want you to repeat it after me and really take it in, like let it sink in, because these things are very true for you guys. Lauren, I want you to repeat after me.
Okay.
I embrace my wild ideas. They're the gasoline on this comedic fire.
I embrace my wild ideas. They're the gasoline on this
comedic fire. That is so, and you know what? That is so true about you. And you're powerful, and you're brave, and I accept you. Byron, here's yours. Byron, I bring fresh chaos that elevates the show's edge.
I bring fresh chaos that elevates the show's edge.
And that is so true about you too. That is absolutely, you are, I had a popular AI chat bot analyze our podcast, like just a bunch of episodes of our podcast. Byron, you're the misfit guest who makes things unpredictable, the wild card energy that keeps the hosts on their toes.
Well, thanks, Grok.
It was not Grok. Grok said that it actually wasn't. But I said I watch all of the episodes of Working Crass, and Grok said it wasn't 6 million Jews. It was 5 million. I don't know. Grok's on a real Hitler kick. Lauren is the playful truth teller, boundary pusher with a warm side, the spark that keeps it weird. All right, here's my affirmation. My affirmation, I trust my gut to sniff out the funniest angle, no matter how taboo.
You're a sniffer.
Lauren, you're repeating after me here.
I trust my gut to sniff out
No. That's to sniff out the fartiest jokes. I trust Lauren's nose to sniff out any smell in the apartment anytime it comes up, ever. Lauren, repeat after me. I'm not afraid to get filthy because my heart keeps it fun, not cruel.
I'm not afraid. What was the rest of it?
I'm not afraid to get filthy because my heart keeps it fun, not cruel.
I'm not afraid to get filthy because my heart keeps it fun, not cruel.
Here, Byron, I am a wild card in the best way. The show loves me because I surprise it.
I am a wild card in the best way. The show loves me because
I surprise
it.
And that is true about you, too. You guys are excellent podcast co-hosts, and I love you both, and you're both very, very talented. Here's my one. My dick is big and huge, much larger than most. Men want to be with me. I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. Men want to fuck me. No. Men want to be me, and women want to fuck me. I'm rich beyond measure, not in love, but in cash. That was just one it came up with.
Wow.
All right, let's do one more.
Okay.
Lauren. My laughter is contagious, and my mischief invites listeners to let go.
My laughter is contagious, and my mischief
invites listeners
to let go.
You guys could not be actors. You can't memorize lines.
Let it go.
These are short sentences here. They're not like long paragraphs.
I don't have a sheet in front of me to read off of.
I have bad auditory processing.
Byron, I trust my offbeat perspective. To spark brilliant rants and bits. Close. It was spark, not star. All right, these ones we're going to say all together, okay?
Okay.
Just repeat after me. We'll say it all together. Crassness is our compass.
Crassness is our compass.
Honesty is our anchor.
Honesty is our anchor.
Laughter is our lighthouse.
Laughter is our lighthouse.
Hoo ha ha. Hoo ha ha. You're listening to Working Crass Podcast. That's Lauren. And I'm Joshua. and we're joined as often by Byron, our great pal Byron, and fellow co-host of the show. Thanks for tuning in. It's been a little while since we put an episode out. We've been very busy with our lives. Our lives have been a little hectic, but we're going to get back into it. We've said that before, so we'll see if it happens.
You never know if we'll have another death, surgery, major life event happen all in the span of a couple of months. So
you never know, but here's the thing: is you can always count on us to come out with another episode at some point. So
Yeah, there could be a train.
there could be what?
There could be a train.
on one of us.
Just you get excited about train, you want to see a train.
Oh, because you're saying she's autistic. There could be a train that goes by and she forgets to do the
She
podcast
forgets,
because she's
yeah.
so upset.
I don't like
It's more
trains
like-
now.
It's more like she sees a new flag that she doesn't know the country
Yeah.
of, and she goes, "Ooh." You got stumped on one of those quizzles. What was it? It was asking about the former capital of the country, and she goes, "Ooh, that's one of the ones I don't know."
If it's not
like the-
current, it goes right out.
Exactly.
That's true.
It was kind of surprising that there was anything that stumped you. That's the first time I've ever seen you stumped.
Well, I've been stumped plenty.
Well, I mean,
Just go back and watch episodes of this show. There's video evidence.
Yeah, during your honeymoon.
yeah, I've been stumped plenty. I've been tossed around and stumped.
Yeah, Josh
whole
stumps
life.
me. Stump me, baby.
Not just Josh. I've been stumped. Man after man in my life.
Man, I can't wait to get stumped.
I'm going to stump you. I'm going to stump you. I was very surprised that you were stumped, but,
Yeah.
I guess there's some questions that still stump you. You don't know those previous, or what is it, previous capitals.
No.
I bet I could stump her.
Not allowed.
I'll think of a question.
All right. So one of the reasons why we've been away for so long is, we put out like 5 episodes, 6 episodes, maybe even 7 or 8 episodes, and they just get taken off of YouTube automatically. So
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
for real, like honestly, this whole time we haven't put out an episode in like 3 months. We actually put one out every week.
Yeah.
But they just got taken
Oh.
down like immediately due
Yeah.
to content moderation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. That's exactly correct. And but luckily we're back just in time because YouTube has loosened their rules guiding the moderation of videos.
No way.
Now this is a New York Times article talking about YouTube loosening those guidelines and allowing free speech. But let's see if they're pro the free speech or anti this move. We're going to find out. What do you think from New York Times? Do you think they're going to be happy that YouTube is loosening their content restrictions, or do you think they're going to argue that this is a bad idea?
I think they're gonna argue it's a bad idea.
I think you're a smart boy.
I am a smart little boy.
Byron, I think that
Brainbuster
you're
Byron.
weird. Byron, your weirdness is a gift. You make the conversation go places it never would have without you.
That is true.
That is absolutely
That
true.
is true.
The world's largest video platform has told content moderators to favor freedom of expression over the risk of harm in deciding what to take down. So already they're putting freedom
What
of
is
expression.
that picture? Is that goo?
That's Nickelodeon slime.
Yeah, it looks like slime.
YouTube has been slimed.
Slimed. You got slimed.
YouTube has officially
You got
been
slimed.
No, this is them saying like YouTube, now that there's free speech, it's festering with goo.
Now
the
that
goo,
there's-
the goo of conspiracy theorists.
You should put
and
your logo in that. Kind of looks like your logo.
that actually is a really good idea to put working Crass right there underneath the garage door of YouTube dripping with green goo.
Just
Yeah.
saying, what does the affirmation say? I'm a brain
You're
A brain buster.
You think it says here? Hold on, let me check.
I'm a brain buster with a quirk.
You're a brain. That's what it says. All right, let's
Does
see.
look like you guys.
Actually, I might try to do that. That's a really good idea.
Wow, who knew that the New York Times would give us a logo?
I know, yeah. Now we'll probably get, it'll get taken down because we can't use their image, but
Probably AI, anyways.
for years, YouTube has removed videos with derogatory slurs, misinformation about COVID vaccines, and election falsehoods, saying the content violated the platform's rules. But since President Trump's return to the White House, YouTube has encouraged its content moderators to leave up videos with content that may break the platform's rules rather than remove them, as long as the videos are considered to be in the public interest. Those would include discussions of political, social, and cultural issues.
I'm glad we got to Trump right in the second paragraph. That's good. That's a good start.
Yeah.
But ever since Trump got in the White House, now we're going to have to... Now the people in the videos are going to say bad things. They used to say good things, and if they said something bad, we would take them and put them in jail. And now we can't do that because of Trump.
That rumper.
They used to not be able to criticize me. Now they get to criticize me, and I don't like it. Let's see.
I feel like it just at some point turns into Cartman.
Yeah, that was very Cartman.
No, Cartman's very different. You guys are idiots. But unlike Meta and X,
It's not very affirming.
I'm sorry. You're right. It's just like
I thought I was a brain buster here.
Unlike Meta and X, YouTube has not made public statements about relaxing its content moderation. The online video service introduced its new policy in mid-December in training material that was reviewed by the New York Times. So they just
Why are they reviewing it?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, because they're
What grade?
what?
What grade they give it?
They reviewed they reviewed
How many tomatoes?
information passed out to employees at YouTube, and they say we give this rule an 8.5.
It's 5 tomatoes.
This is New York Times, not Rotten Tomatoes. In the first 3 months of this year, YouTube removed 192,586 videos because of hateful and abusive content, a 22% increase from a year earlier.
Wowza.
And all of those were in the span that
Those are our
when you thought
episodes.
we were on a hiatus.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 100,000 of those were Working Crass podcast videos.
We literally tried to do one a day, sometimes like 3, 4, 5, 6 a day.
Well,
Just so we
it's our episodes, it's our clips, it's our
Yeah.
live streams. We've been really active.
Yeah, we've
I
been
know.
quantum crass over here.
yeah,
Making episodes, multiple dimensions, same time, dimensionalism.
yeah.
Oh, Byron, you bring fresh chaos that elevates the show's edge.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, we've been filming in the multiverse.
Yeah.
We have been.
Yeah.
I'm not. Gonna,
And I've been looking for MH370 this whole time.
what is that?
Malaysian Airlines Flight 370.
Okay.
We can get into it later.
Clearly, YouTube is, or clearly, New York Times is just, they're
Salty.
salty, right? They've been big fans of censorship online, and that's been kind of the whole left wing argument for a long time, right?
And now
Is
the
that-
teacher has asked for the hall monitor passed back,
Mhm.
and they're pissed off about it.
Hey, you need to let me be the hall monitor. You need to let me be the hall monitor.
Oh, the kids
Here
at
is
school. Right, because they want you to respect their authority.
Exactly.
They should just get back to learning their times tables.
Oh, Byron.
Crass is your compass.
Brain burst.
That was a classic brain burst from Byron.
Classic brain burst. That's when the synapses in Byron's brain snap. And it, says something he doesn't even know. It's
They
just
just
like,
learn their timetable.
that's a brain burst.
That's a brain burst right there, grade A. Grade A brain burst.
Oh, man.
Raw.
Well, the big thing in the news happening right now, the thing that is going to eventually, they're going to have to remove everything from YouTube is the Jeffrey Epstein stuff. The fact that they came out, the Trump White House has said that he didn't, or that he killed himself. They said that they can confirm that he killed himself. They put out a video a long video that's missing a minute randomly in it.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's not actually pointing at his cell. It's pointing at like
A trash can.
yeah, well,
Which
it's
I
like
liked. That's what I liked most about it.
the trash can in the video.
Yeah.
I love that trash
I've
can.
been
Byron
watching
watched
it.
8 hours of the videos.
I give it 5 tomatoes.
About 9 or 10 hours into the video, a trash man comes and removes the trash can, and Byron starts crying.
Super exciting.
He starts crying, and he goes, "I miss that trash can.
Cathartic. It's a cathartic story.
I miss that trash can." First, let's take a look at the video, just because Lauren, have you seen it yet? Have you watched the video?
I've heard people talk about it. I haven't watched it though.
You haven't watched it yet.
It's
No.
like 12 hours. It's right up your alley.
We're gonna watch like 12 hours of it on the podcast today.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. No, let's watch just the 1 minute of it. Okay, this is around the time of the missing minute. Let's check it out real quick. All right. So that looks like. What does that look like, Lauren?
It looks. Was that Hillary Clinton?
Yeah.
What is she doing there?
So in the video, I guess Hillary goes into a room.
Dark room.
I love that they actually put this at the time that's missing. This is like perfectly made. This is just an AI video, Lauren. But I love it's first of all, so apparently this isn't his cell in the original video. It's like back here by there's a stairwell. This is all like fucked up because it's AI, but there's a stairwell and his room is back there, and they're trying to show that nobody went up or down that stairwell, which is retarded. I mean, it's like pointless. But it looks like it's focused on this, so everyone thinks it's this cell. But this looks nothing like the picture that they put out when he originally killed himself, where like it has like crime scene tape on it, and they showed like images of his cell. So, so I mean, people are safely assuming that this is bullshit. That this is just being covered up, just like it always has been. Just like anything else that involves powerful people and powerful people doing bad things, it just gets covered up.
Yeah,
It's crazy to me.
Yeah, it really is.
Disgusting.
Here's Trump talking about it because somebody asked him. And Pam Bondi, I think, was at this one too, where she was talking about it. She's like, "Here, I'll play the video."
Sure. Your memo and release yesterday on Jeffrey Epstein, it left some lingering mysteries. One of the biggest ones is whether he ever worked for a American or foreign intelligence agency. The former labor secretary, who was Miami U.S. Attorney Alex Costa, he allegedly said that he did work for an intelligence agency. So could you resolve whether or not he did?
Sure,
and
he's
also
blinking
could you
a
say
lot.
why there was a minute missing from the
He's trying to
jailhouse?
solve a cube.
Yeah, sure. If I
Pam,
could,
could I just interrupt for
Sure.
1 second? Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? This guy's been
Bro.
talked about for years. You're asking, we have Texas, we have this, we have all of the things. And are people still talking about this guy, this creep? That is unbelievable. Do you want to waste the time?
it is unbelievable that people want to know what happened surrounding one of the biggest mysteries of our time.
Right.
Yeah. And you
Unbelievable.
literally like campaign on this.
Yeah.
Like,
You're telling me people are talking about this elite pedophile sex ring, this blackmail operation, part of the Mossad? Why are you talking about that?
Yeah,
what's even interesting about
what's
that?
the big deal?
You're telling me people are still talking about it? Get over it. We're not answering the questions.
Come on, we should be talking about GTA 6 coming out.
Ugh.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And look, a little Marco solving cubes when he's blinking.
Marco Rubik's Cube.
He's gonna solve the puzzle. He's gonna solve the Epstein puzzle.
I kind of messed that joke up because I made the joke before we started recording. I think
Yeah.
you can splice that in.
Yeah.
You can splice up the Rubik's cube part.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
way
yeah.
it makes a little more sense.
I'll splice in something that happened before we started recording.
Yeah.
Byron, you
Well,
really
we have a quantum camera.
That's true.
That is true. I'm glad that you trust your offbeat perspective to spark brilliant rants and bits.
I was brilliant.
Now do one for me.
Lauren, you balance shock with sweetness and curiosity. Your voice is brave and bold.
Oh, Nobody has ever said that about my voice before.
Well, and what is mine? Here, I have another one here. Your cock is big. Your cock is huge. Your cock bigger than anybody else who ever had a cock.
Wow.
Wow.
Confirm or deny, Lauren?
Why would you just giggle?
Yeah.
Why would you giggle? You had the perfect opportunity.
Yeah, that was
Because my
great.
laughter brings energy to
The laughter
the
doesn't fucking
podcast.
bring energy. It
And
brings
my-
negative fucking
and-
energy. The answer to the question is yes. His cock is huge. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you fucking me right now? This is being recorded. You're fucking me. Hee hee hee. Hee hee hee. I guess it's pretty small. Hee hee hee. What the hell?
Good one.
Look into that camera. I just spilled my water. Look into that camera and tell them I have a huge dick right now.
He got a huge old schlongus.
Thank you. Thank you. Why'd you wink? Why did you winking? Why'd you go like this?
No.
No. No, I don't understand this. Why are people asking about this? Why do people even care about the pedophile ring that I might be a part of? It's only the biggest scandal of all time.
Yeah.
Why are you talking about it? Shut up about it.
It's really like sad. I mean, it makes me really sad.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm like, dude, I just feel like he's like really squandered his opportunity to like actually make some changes.
yeah,
make
and
a
like,
difference.
I mean, this is like a bunch of his followers have turned on him a lot, and
Yeah.
you know, there's two big things that people voted for him for was no foreign wars, which, you know, he bombed Iran, which is kind of getting involved in foreign war. Like, it's one of the things that, you know, his followers don't like that we do, and he ran on saying like, you know, we got to stop getting involved in wars that have nothing to, you know, America first, right?
Yeah.
And then you know, we're gonna release the Epstein files. We're gonna release it all. And Pam Bondi's like, I have the client list on my desk. And then they ask her about the client list now, and she goes, there's no client list. There was never a client list. What was on my desk was some papers. I misspoke. I have the client list, and it's juicy. Did I say I had the client list? No. You misunderstood.
No. That was my grocery list.
Here's the other thing. She said, they say not only did he kill himself, there is no client list. There's
Yeah.
no client list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why did he kill himself?
Yeah. I mean, so like the killing
Why would
himself
you-
thing actually doesn't. He could have killed himself. Like
Sure.
I really don't care that much about that part of this
Because
whole
he had a
story.
list of clients that's
Yeah.
names couldn't get released. If they did, it would be detrimental to their lives. So he had to go.
It doesn't.
And he knew
surpri-
that somebody might come after him, so he had to kill himself, or he got killed. For
Yeah.
both the same reason. The reason being, there's a client list,
Yeah.
right?
Well, Melinda Gates, like one of the reasons she divorced Bill Gates
Yeah.
was because he was going to that island all the time.
Yeah.
He just keeps going to that dang island.
Sorry, baby.
Just
I don't know how Bill Gates talks.
Just like the beach.
Sorry, baby. I just like young women.
I bet Melinda Gates feels like a real fool right now.
Yeah, with her millions.
I guess nothing was happening on that island because he had no client list.
Baby, come back.
And then why is what's her face in jail? What's her name?
Ghislaine.
Ghislaine?
Ghislaine. Yeah, I saw.
She's not actually.
She's actually
in
not
jail.
in jail. Actually, there never was an Epstein or a Ghislaine Maxwell.
Yeah, she didn't exist. She's a figment of your imagination.
There ain't no such thing as jail.
You think they're gonna come out with a video like pretty soon where they're like, actually, this whole Epstein thing, it's just one giant Mandela effect case.
Yes, no, absolutely.
Yeah.
It'll be actually, guys, that was a Pixar movie. That was like we made that for
Yeah.
you. Like,
It was a bunch of characters running around in your brain telling you things,
but here's the
but you're actually just going through puberty.
look, we care because we don't want to don't want to live in a country run by super rich billionaires who fly to a pedophile island and
And
fuck
are-
kids.
Yeah.
That's why we care about it. But the majority of people in this country, they're just going to tell me, guess what? Jeffrey Epstein actually killed himself. And I'll react like an average American.
Huh? What?
Say, guess what? Jeffrey Epstein actually killed himself.
Okay. Guess what? Jeffrey Epstein killed himself.
What?
That's what he did.
What? Dude, Sabrina Carpenter has like big fucking titties,
I
dude.
know.
She has like big ass knockers, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's the average American. That's it. We care about what happens on the pedophile island with everybody who is in charge of our lives. But the average American's just gonna take oh, okay,
Give
cool.
me a hammer and I'll be a carpenter.
Shit. Fuck. Shit, bro. So he killed himself, huh? Dude, if Sabrina Carpenter had a dick, I would suck it. And I'm not gay.
Dude,
I'm
are you logging on to
fucking-
GTA 6?
No fucking homo, bro.
When are you going to log on?
Bro. I'm gooning right now. Busy gooning. Leave me alone. Busy gooning.
I'm a Goombla.
Epstein had no client list. Oh, cool. All right. Well, I'm busy gooning. It's like no one actually cares. I don't know. It is really.
I
it's
think a lot of
ridiculous.
people actually do care.
I know they care, but I think majority of people are too retarded to pay attention. But
He's really, but think about the people that vote. Like, I don't know, what is it, like 50% of this country doesn't vote at
Yeah.
least? I mean, like, so the people that voted, maybe 25% of the people that voted actually care
Yeah.
about like
Yeah.
the issues and know what they're talking about and whatever. And so
yeah,
you fracture 25% of your base. It's not just going to go along with everything you say, because you're going back on your promises not to engage in foreign wars, and then this.
yeah.
And it's just like, it's just a betrayal. It sucks. It's just like makes you, I mean, the thing is too, I'm like, do they not realize that like, if you want like Republicans to win elections, like this is the absolute worst thing you can do.
Right.
You know,
yeah.
like if you're like, you have all these Republicans in power right now, and like this, I am like, basically, I don't know if I'm ever going to vote again.
Yeah.
Like,
That would be the best option in this scenario. Well, here's the funny thing is the liberals who are like, this is what you voted for. Like, you should have known that he's lying because he lies about everything. So you should know that he's lying. Okay, well, here's the thing is like, it's not like Kamala was out there going like, no wars and I'm going to release the Epstein list. She was literally running on, let's escalate the wars, and you're never going to see that fucking list. Like, so what exactly are you saying is the correct option here? Like, I understand that you can say, well, you should have known that he was lying when you voted for him, and you shouldn't have voted for him because we told you over and over he's a liar, and so why are you surprised when he lies? Well, there was only two options, really, in that person's point of view. It's the person saying, hey, I'm going to escalate wars and never release that list. And the person saying, hey, I'm not going to fight foreign wars and I'll release that list. You can only go off of what they say. You can't.
Yeah.
What are you supposed to go in the voting booth and go, well, it's opposite day and everyone lies. So I guess they said this, so I need to vote the opposite. And then like you're just sitting there confused. You don't know who to vote for. The best option would be truly not to vote at all, because it doesn't matter. One person will just lie and one person isn't even arguing for what you care about.
No. The best option is to go to AI and ask AI who you should vote for.
yeah. Man, if I were JP Dance, I'd be super pissed.
JP Dance?
Yeah.
JP Dance. He just shows up in every public appearance and starts dancing.
I'm JP Dance. That's my gamer tag on Just Dance.
Shut up, JP Dance.
Is that his campaign slogan? Just dance.
Just Dance.
just dead. That's what JD
Just
stands
dance.
for. Just dance.
Yeah, I mean, but I would be pissed if I were him, because I'm like, there go like this is my shot at getting president. Like the thing is, if this administration did well, then he's basically like a shoo-in.
Well, and then he won by, majority vote, so it's really like, if you believe in democracy, it's the people saying that they want these things, like the things that he was running on, that's what the people want. So that's good that people want the Epstein client list released and people want us not to get involved in foreign wars. Now, he's basically just going to do it anyway, but it's like it's real stupid to like shit on people who voted for him and be like, well, you should have voted for Kamala if you wanted, no foreign wars. You should have voted for the woman who was going around with Liz Cheney and like promoting war.
Yeah, I mean it's like
promising to escalate wars.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's not like I ever thought that like Trump wasn't a liar.
Right, exactly.
Now, there's certainly some people that are like cult followers of Trump and MAGA and everything.
Right.
But like I think there's a lot more of that actually on the left than on the right.
Oh yeah, like pretending like the my side never lies.
Yeah,
my side's actually telling the truth. Well, fine, but when she tells the truth, she's saying, "I'm gonna go escalate that war," and you're going, "Yes, that's the president I want."
Really, American politics is just pick which liar you think you like the best.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's all about how you're being lied to. Which way do you prefer it?
But I mean, ultimately, I guess it would have been the best choice just not to vote. But I got kicked off of Reddit for saying that. I got kicked off 3-day ban for saying you should probably. I guess the best choice would have been not to vote. And
that got you banned?
3. Well, the person I was saying it to, I also called them a faggot and a retard. But but I got a 3-day ban. Because really, ultimately, at the core
the reason is
I said don't
it had
vote.
nothing to do with those things.
Don't vote, you retarded faggot. It's like, that would be hilarious. No, I did get a 3-day ban, and I'm trying to get a permanent ban. I got the 3-day ban. I did the request a review so that they can review it, and I wrote retard faggot over and over and over in the thing, and like just expecting like this will be it. This is like how I'm gonna delete the app. Is I'll send this to whoever the moderator is. They're gonna completely ban me from now on. And they said, we reviewed your claim and we've reinstated your account. I was like, I'm never going to get rid of this fucking app.
Yeah.
Here's what you do. You make a post where you say, I have the actual Epstein client list. I found it and I know where it is. And then you post a picture of a piece of paper and it says client list at the top. And then you just write your favorite words all the way down.
Well, what's actually funny is like that kind of proves that it was me saying don't vote that got me banned, right? Because if I submit a claim and I'm writing the words that you say I can't say and you reinstate my account, it was really the part where I said don't vote that got me kicked off, right?
You should appeal the reinstating.
Can I
just say don't vote, don't vote, don't vote. Let's see what happens.
Voting is for faggot retards. Anyway. Well, cool. Let's watch something else here, because I got some other things. This was really interesting. I found this on Reddit. This is this Politico article that has the Democrats, one of their strategists had
Pilgrim.
I gotta find the thing. Oh, here it is. One of their strategists had put together these memos for when Kamala was going to go on Rogan. Was potentially going to go on Rogan. And so these are the memos that were like, these should be your talking points. This is what, you need to talk about on Rogan. And what's really funny is like how one of the first things is going to be, let's see if I can find it.
It says don't show up drunk. That's number 1.
I think I actually have the...
Have some joy.
Yeah, hit him with the joy.
Hit him with the joy.
Tell him you better thank a union member.
Yeah. Call him Joy Rogan and just be like, oops.
This is so funny to me. It says the guidance here: be prepared to play. While he won't be aggressive, he will be looking for authenticity, and it's an opportunity to differentiate in style. I want you to consider this.
She like brings a sandbox.
That's the most inauthentic thing.
Exactly. No. It's
He's gonna
literally.
want authenticity, so you're gonna have to act.
Yeah, no. Literally, it's a memo. It's a memo typing out the rules on how to be authentic in this Joe Rogan. They don't really put two and two together that maybe this entire memo is the opposite of authenticity. Authenticity is what people want, is what Joe Rogan wants on the show. That's why Trump did very well on it, because he is just himself. He just talks. He's authentic. And the Democrats literally cannot. They refuse to have anybody authentic. It will never, ever be authenticity with them. It will always be a series of memos that were memorized and discussed and then put into a writer's room, and then the writer's room has like edited and changed little things. That is like how the Democrats operate. And it's it's unfortunate. I don't like hate Democrats. I don't like hate people that vote for Democrats. Like if they had like strong leaders who believed in like good values for Democrat, like there's a place for Democrats in the country for sure. That is like a bit, they have to drop this. They have to drop the like everything is controlled by our central team, and because it's like super transparent.
But to be fair, I think there are some Republicans, especially kind of like the like neocon types, like the Nikki Haley types. They're also just as equally inauthentic.
Well, have you seen there's a bunch of memes now because they collected all of the right-wing like kind of podcasters or whatever who are like, well, this is the closed case on Epstein, so we're going to stop talking about it now. Like it has become, that's the memo that went out that's like, hey, the Epstein thing, that's over.
Look, we
did it.
Look, we disagree, and that's okay. I'm not going to change your mind on some things, and you aren't going to change mine because of our core three, our fundamental principles that we believe.
You were doing so well.
And one of those principles for me is that we're both better off for sitting here together and talking about it.
That's right.
All three of us. That's why I said three earlier.
Yep.
Yeah.
Understanding where
Brain
each of us is coming from. That's how I want to lead. That's the podcast I want us to be.
Where our differences
are our strengths.
Not our
not our weaknesses.
And our weaknesses. Where our differences are our strengths and our weaknesses.
That way it just balances out. We're kind of just mid.
Yeah.
But I do don't follow him down rabbit holes. Get out of topics or areas of disagreement with a broader messaging pivot, which is what you just said, which is just hilarious. Like, it's like, this is the opposite of authenticity. This is like they do not understand authenticity. Well, they understand authenticity. They just understand it from an actor standpoint. Like an actor needs to be as authentic as they can appear, but they will never, because we can't control someone authentic.
Yeah.
But topical areas, COVID and schools. This was uncharted territory, and all of us at every level of government were figuring it out in real time. Looking back, it's clear that we shouldn't have kept schools closed for as long as we did. Many kids suffered as a result, and we are still making up for that today. We are right now to look back and ask questions, to prepare for future pandemics, but we should do so in order to learn, not to vilify. But it's like,
but we will vilify all of those who did not get the vaccine.
Yeah.
They deserve to die.
Or Joe Rogan for using ivermectin. And
well, what were you doing the whole time when people were like kind of saying, hey, like bringing up valid disagreements with some of the policies? It was absolutely, you weren't like, hey, look, we're just trying to learn.
Yeah, exactly.
We're just trying to learn. This is what
this
we
is
think
uncharted
best.
territory.
We
don't know
what
like what we're doing,
Yeah,
and like
it was never a let bygones be bygones, and agree to disagree. It was always
follow the science, comply, and shut up, and get out of the way.
You're killing grandma.
Can you believe this guy? He's still talking about this. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Can you believe? By the way,
here.
that is the Democrat response to COVID. When you talk about COVID, why are we talking about this? The COVID.
kidding?
Trump took the.
There was no COVID list. Shame on me, this guy.
That is actually a perfect comparison. That is exactly the same thing. They do that all the time now when you bring up COVID. What COVID? That was like
you
4 years ago.
kidding me?
4 or 5 years ago. That was
Well, we
forever.
still talk about Hitler.
Look,
We still talk about Hitler all the time.
Well, no, then they'll
Look,
turn
look.
around and be like, slavery was only just a few years ago. You know, like
Yeah.
and then,
No, you're right.
and
You're
then
right.
they're like,
It was, and
COVID? What? That was like forever. And that's over.
What are you talking about?
COVID, that's like over. I mean, I'm still wearing a mask right now.
They
because I'm
literally
afraid of
talk about Christopher Columbus.
look, COVID killed itself, and that's that. That's that on that.
COVID killed itself.
No, I,
COVID killed itself would make a great T-shirt. COVID killed itself.
That might be the title of this episode.
Absolutely, COVID killed itself.
well, let's hold up on that. I might come up with a
Yeah,
brain
could-
A
bug.
Yeah,
brain
could-
burst. We also, I don't know, if kill itself might get
Oh,
flagged
yeah, you're
or
right.
something.
You're
We might
right.
not even be able to say it on the
Ah,
pod.
but-
Oh, no.
but-
The new restrictions have
new-
been relaxed.
The butthole's been loosened.
Wow. Thanks, YouTube. Kill yourself.
Thanks, YouTube.
Let's see what else. Transgender related topics. Take a step back and speak about values first. For children, first off, I believe there is no one who knows their children better than their parents. Most certainly not the government, not you or me, certainly not Donald Trump. Kids.
But
it-
if you are a parent that is not letting your child transition, then you are evil and you deserve to die.
What's really fun is like when you read these, it's like, oh, I see like how Kamala just memorizes the memos and then she speaks like this. This is exactly how
Yeah.
she talks.
Yeah.
Kids under the age of 18 should have the love and support of their parent. Kids under the age of 18 should have the love and support of their parents.
Kids under the age of 18 should thank a union member.
Thank a union member. What about where our kids are afraid to tell their parents, Joe?
Common Joe Rogan themes, topics, and possible topics that could come up. Health and wellness, diets, and controversial drugs such as psychedelics for mental health.
Well, he does talk about psychedelics a lot.
Oh, yeah. No, these are all things he'll talk about.
Yeah.
Vaccines, anti-vaccine, and mandates. Could possibly bring up the COVID vaccine mandate from 2021.
Sweep it under the rug. That's the subtext.
Oh, man. Conspiracy theories, government secrets, leads into government transparency topic, surveillance and government overreach, moon landing conspiracy, Area 51, UFOs. Interesting that these are the things that they kind of want to focus on for conspiracies.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're the real ones.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh.
What about MK Ultra? Why is that not on there? I feel like that's a topic that
He
Rogan
does talk
likes.
about the moon landing though a lot.
He does talk about the moon
But he's
landing.
not. But he
also-
believes that we landed on the moon.
Yeah, but he also likes to talk about MK Ultra too.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that they didn't include that.
But he had that one Sidel guy. I don't know. He had the moon landing conspiracy expert guy on.
Political
I listened to that.
violence, specifically Trump assassination attempts. Look, Joe, we don't want to talk about that. Trump killed himself.
Trump shot himself.
Trump shot himself.
Trump shot himself in the ear.
Yeah, Pam Bondi, when she was talking about the Epstein stuff, she goes, we have like 10,000 hours of footage, but we can't release it because that's all child porn. So I'm sorry, but we can't put child porn out there. I'm like, why not?
Yeah.
Why are you so close?
Trying to see how long it took you to see how close I was.
Does it have anything about Atlantis and monkeys ripping people's faces off? And what she should do if she encounters those topics?
No.
do they have that in there?
Because I do feel like those are
clips are
those are
so
two
funny.
topics that Joe Rogan gets into a lot.
He does love monkeys.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? He has Kamala Harris on, and he's like, "These fucking things will rip your fucking heart out."
He's like, Joe, hold it on the deer jerky.
Oh man! All right. Well, that was just interesting to see
Yeah.
like what kind of memos they get. Now, keep in mind they didn't end up using that obviously because she didn't do the thing. But that is one of their advisor, one of their DNC advisors, and I got that from Politico. I didn't get that from some like right wing site.
And another thing is that like I'm sure that like Trump probably gets these kind of things too from his like political campaign managers.
Yeah,
but it's
I don't
so
know if he
obvious.
reads them.
Yeah, it's so obvious he doesn't.
I think they had like
he
a
goes off script.
I think they had a picture of like a memo or something that they wrote for him, and he like took a Sharpie through half of it and was like crossing us out and wrote things in, and that
Sure.
exists somewhere on the internet. The
Which-
picture of that.
Let me say, if there was a like really strong, like good center left Democrat like candidate that did that, when they got their things, they read over them and then they said, well, I'm not really going to say that. I'm going to say it this way. This is how I would say it. And, I don't think people will react that well to this. I'm going to say it this. That's good. That's
Yeah.
what you want in a politician.
Yeah.
That's literally like what it's somebody who's authentic. That's
Someone
how
good
an
with a
authentic person acts. So I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah, I'm just surprised that this memo didn't tell her which accent that she should use for the show.
it says number 1, black it up.
It's like part 3. Pull Tabasco out. Pull your hot sauce out of your purse.
Not many people know I'm from Korea. I have a lot of Korean blood in me. It's why I should be president. I would make a good president. Don't you think so, Joe, honey? Come on, honey. All right. Well, let's move off of the
Politics.
Yeah, the super political stuff. We're gonna talk about race. Let's talk about race instead
Yeah.
of politics. Okay. Now, first, I'm gonna show you guys a video, and then we're gonna look at what the video's about, basically. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know if she's gonna talk about them in this. So, Carnival Cruise. I've never taken a Carnival Cruise. Have you?
Yeah.
You have been on Carnival
Dude,
Cruise?
I got a lot of good stories about Carnival Cruises, man.
Is that the one where the captain
A Day of the Captain's Daughter?
dated the captain's daughter? Yeah.
Mhm.
We talked about that on the podcast before, so don't tell it again.
Yeah, we're still married in Cancun.
Lauren, have you ever been on a Carnival Cruise?
Yes, I think I have.
I've only been on the one we went on, Virgin whatever.
Yeah.
The one for virgins.
Yeah, the one for virgins.
That checks out.
All right. Well, Carnival Cruise announced a new set of rules. And
Rules on a cruise?
some people are saying that the rules that they've introduced are racist. So that's what we're about to watch right now. Let's take a look. Oh, okay. It would be better with sound.
Yeah.
Sorry. Come on.
A little
Give me a
quiet,
second.
too.
I know.
Turn it up.
Well, all right. Thank you.
Turn it back. Go back a little bit.
Have to worry about me. They do not have to worry about me. We got the message loud and clear. We are not your demographic anymore. So, y'all, I was supposed to be going on a Carnival cruise. So, one of my friends is turning 30, and he's never been on a cruise. He doesn't have a passport, so do not suggest flying somewhere. So, he's never been on a cruise, and he was like, it's my dirty 30. I want to be on a turns up ship. He'd be seeing all the videos of Carnival. He was like, I want to do that because I'm trying to be lit for my birthday, right?
Yeah.
Well, Carnival has
First of all, if you're a man and you're going, it's my dirty 30, you're gay.
Yeah.
There's no.
Well, he might
Dude,
be.
I don't
It
even
might be, you're right.
like my
Might be.
girlfriend. She loves birthdays. She's all about my. I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I just don't really care.
I'm on the Dave Smith train.
It's just
Birthdays
another
are for
day.
women and children. Birthdays and holidays are for women and children. Men should shut up and it not celebrate. Maybe on the 10s, 30, 40,
Sure.
50.
Sure. Yeah. No, I just
Brain
don't. You know,
burst.
I just like at this point, I'm kind of like, okay, fine, we'll
Yeah.
do something for you.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to do that? Okay, let's go to that fancy restaurant you've always wanted to go to.
If I ever, well, I guess
This
I'm-
isn't wholly true. I'm not being fair. Like, or what we're doing, I will find fun. But I'm just like, I really don't care if we don't do anything either.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't care.
That's because you're a man.
Yeah.
Damn it. It's a
Yeah, I got a
thing to do.
man. I got a man in me.
Imagine being so filled with estrogen that you go, we didn't do anything for my birthday. I could imagine it because I'd probably do that.
Yeah, dude. Oh my goodness, estrogen, man.
You just don't love me, do you? I'd guilt trip a little.
decided they want to rebrand. They don't want to be known as the Turn Up Cruise no more, the budget friendly cruise no more. They want to be, I don't know, I guess they want to be royal. Even though people book when
Was Carnival the turn up crew? I didn't know.
I think so.
I
Yeah.
always thought Carnival was the really cheap ones for families.
Yeah.
I thought it was mostly like kids running around.
Mine might be Disney.
Well, Disney's expensive though.
Disney's like staff.
I thought Carnival was like
Carnival's-
if you can't afford a Disney cruise, you take a Carnival cruise with
Disney's
your
for
family.
if you want staff.
It's the staff
I thought
infection.
Carnival
Yeah.
was that.
No, not Carnival, dude. It's a carnival. You think carnies have staff?
It's not a carnival. He's having a brain.
It's a
burst.
carnival on a boat. That's what it is. That's why they name it that.
That's why they guess your weight before you get on the ship.
turn up cruise. Period. Everybody on there is looking to have a good time, party, and have fun. We know what type of people are on there. Like,
I'm trying to break public property. I'm trying to fucking ruin the boat. I'm trying to sink the thing, motherfucker. I'm trying to get turned. I just don't understand what the issue is here. I'm trying to get turned up.
Yeah, it means like
You can
I'm trying
go.
to like
You can go on a cruise and drink and get drunk.
Well,
Yeah.
what are the
That's the
new
point-
rules?
that's
She
the
hasn't
point.
said what the new rules
We're gonna
are.
look at the new
Okay.
rules,
All
but
right.
the way she's making it sound is like no partying, no, no fun or anything. That's the way she's making it sound. I don't know. I was like, it's a cruise. You could drink.
yeah, but I can't commit acts of piracy
Yeah, but
on
I
the
can't.
high seas, and I want
Yeah.
to.
Well, I kind of.
I want to shoot the cannons, like the cannons on the ship. Like I want to shoot them.
I want to date the captain's daughter.
I want to stage a mutiny.
I want to be able to kill the captain, and I'm the captain now.
I want to
You
drive
telling
the
me
boat.
I can't? You telling me Carnival's not allowed to do that?
Oh man.
Watch everything she says. We're
Apparently
like, actually, that is unreasonable. That
Yeah.
is an unreasonable rule.
You'll be surprised. Yeah. No. It's so basically Carnival Cruise is telling me I can't kill all the white people on the cruise. That's like what I came to fucking do.
everybody on there, it's just Carnival cruises are so much fun. Like, everybody is just a vibe, right?
Then go.
It's like anywhere there's gonna be like alcohol, things might get a little rowdy. That just comes with the territory of people being drunk. It has nothing to do with like
Well, technically, it's on the ocean, so
flag
it's not really
this,
territory.
music. But these people done banned.
That was a brain burst.
The fans. They saying no more hip hop music.
Wait, they
They
banned.
didn't say no hip hop music.
They banned fans.
You can't bring a
Like,
personal fan. But what does that have to do with black people? Only black people carry fans around?
They get hotter because the song.
I've carried a fan around. I have a extra fan at my desk. You know, fat people. You know who else takes cruises? Fat people. And you
They
know
love
who needs
cruises.
fans?
Yeah.
They love a cruise.
They
They
love
just
a
hop
cruise.
on a boat, give them a Twinkie or two. They're good for weeks. Man.
They will immediately find where the ice cream is.
Free
on the
ice cream all day, all night, all day.
I
They
mean,
go,
it's-
I'm going to find the
Yeah.
ice cream before I find my room.
Free pizza all day, all night, all day,
Yeah,
man.
you're telling me this is a floating palace of buffets?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, I should bring my cooler full of food in case there's not enough food at the buffet. And,
I get.
And you can play shuffleboard too.
well, yeah, that's true, but I could also eat.
This video makes me think of It's Always Sunny.
Why?
It just because when they went on the cruise and they got all, super crazy, and I could see them making a video like, we're not allowed to do that anymore.
Oh, I guess we're not allowed to have fun anymore. Yeah. Here's the rules. Here's the official carnival rules. Tell me if you think this seems racist or is trying to be against black people.
Welcome aboard.
While you get settled, please take a moment to review some of our have fun, be safe
You gotta
guidelines.
sound like a pirate when you read this.
Arr, the ship is a shared space. In keeping with our carnival values, we urge you to show care and respect for others, including our team members.
And our wenches.
Is that the racist part? To show care and respect for the team members, the employees? This is my thing.
No, I did say tip.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God, Lauren,
I'm going to hell for that.
no, Lauren, you're not Lauren, you balance shock with sweetness and curiosity. Your voice is brave and bold.
Aw, thank you.
You're a boundary pusher with a warm side, the spark that keeps it weird.
If it's any consolation, I don't like tipping either.
Well, yeah, that's
That's a Jewish thing.
That's a Jewish thing. Yeah.
Curfew. Children must always be supervised. What? Black people don't supervise their children? Is that what this is saying? Here's my thing, and by the time we get to the end of this is going to be my point here, is that, like, I think it's racist to say this is racist. Like, to assume all of these things affect black people only is racist.
Yeah, no,
like,
totally.
To say, like...
There's a lot of white trash that doesn't supervise their kids.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we
absolutely.
saw-
I'm going to do that.
We saw one around the 4th of July. This lady, I guess she was a little methed out. She had the look. And her kid was like wandering off down the road and she wasn't paying attention. And somebody called the cops on her. And I'm telling you, every cop in this town came out to the bridge to come and get this
The
woman.
bridge?
Yeah, we were on a
What
bridge.
kind of bridge was it?
It was a bridge.
That's awesome.
It was a big old bridge.
Love a bridge, man.
But it was like 9 cops came out.
Yeah, nuts. Rule number 2, no fouties. No black
no
and
Newport shorts.
Oh, my.
We only sell Marlboros and American spirits in here.
Guest corridors. Please refrain from running and making noise, including shouting and screaming in the hallways, since doing so disrupts other guests who might be resting or sleeping in their staterooms.
I feel like that's just a rule that goes for any like hotel, any space where there's going to be other people who are sharing accommodations.
Totally reasonable. That is a totally
that one,
reasonable.
we can all say, all right, fair.
What they
Well, I don't know because, Lauren, I'm white and I've only lived the white experience. It might be that if I had lived a black experience and someone told me that I can't run and scream down the hallway, I might go, but that's why I'm taking the cruise.
That's my culture.
That's my culture, is to bother other people, be loud and disruptive. I'm just trying to make the argument.
You're just
here.
trying to go down all the halls on the ship thanking a union member.
I'm just thanking union members here.
I am just trying to be inclusive here and understand the point of view of the woman who made the video. And
All right.
I don't want to be the white guy going like, well, it's not racist. If it's racist, then I want to know. I want to know.
Yeah.
So that I can be against it, right?
I'm sorry if like my voice cut out for a bit, but I think my cord was coming
It's
out.
fine.
I think I pushed it back
It's
in.
fine, Lauren.
And we're good.
It's
and my,
fine.
It's fine. Nothing ever happened.
Well, I
Nothing
just wanted to
happened.
make sure people are like, why isn't her voice bold and brave like it normally is?
I think
You
people are
weren't
like, man,
even-
this podcast has been really good for the last 10 seconds.
You weren't even saying anything. You said my voice cut out. You were just... You were silent.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
sorry,
like you
I
were
think.
talking.
Sorry, I think my voice cut out. It was like,
No,
well, you didn't say anything.
I could see why you think that. However, I was referring to the time before when I was speaking.
Here's
I
another
really
one.
think it's still happening now.
It's not.
It's not happening.
It literally hasn't happened.
Sounds
once.
perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
For personal devices, for safety reasons, public announcements must be heard by all guests and crew. That's important, right?
Yeah.
If the thing is going down, you have to be able to hear. So guests must use earphones when listening to music or watching shows or movies on personal devices, like mobile devices, tablets, and laptops in public spaces. Also, no loud talking in the movie theater.
Yeah, that, you know,
Okay. Well,
This one could.
that is a little more racist. But dude, it goes
No,
back
it's
to,
just again, it's just about being respectful of the other people around
Yeah,
you.
totally.
And if that's racist, then I think that's a little racist to say
Yeah, no, I agree.
all black people just are playing music loud on their phone as they walk around. I mean,
Yeah.
the person playing the music out loud on their phone walking around might tend to be black more often than not, but that doesn't represent all black people. Right? Okay, good.
no, you're correct.
All right, just got to check with my homies. Handheld fans.
I guess though at the same time I'm also just like, okay, so like you can't ever just like have a speaker,
Yeah.
you know, like it kind of it seems a little like too restrictive in some sense. It's like I could see someone, I don't know.
But how many times are you trying to have a
Yeah.
good time with your family and then someone
It's
comes and sits
public.
next to
That's
you?
the thing.
I know.
It's like
Yeah.
you can't go and like you don't go to a bar and like set up a PA and start playing like
Or your Bluetooth speaker and like
and start
blast
dancing.
music.
Or you don't
Yeah.
go to a club and play your own music. Like, you know?
But I did ride the elevator with somebody yesterday, a white lady, and she was playing music out
She was
loud.
dodging her headphones.
Yeah. She was just blasting music out loud on the elevator.
Now, what's with people who play their phones real loud in the bathroom stall? Have you ever heard that in
That
women's
might be
rooms?
that might be to cover up the sounds of whatever it is that they're doing.
No, I still hear the sounds pretty clear.
I don't know.
A lot of my coworkers will just sit down and start watching some YouTuber talk about like a video game or something, and just loud blasting
Out
it.
loud.
Yeah,
Or if it's
I
a-
usually just have my camera on.
Out loud.
Ching.
Yeah,
It's just like
flashes.
Oh man. Do you in a public restroom? Do you poop in a stall when someone is sitting right next to the stall next to you?
It is a bit uncomfortable. I don't like doing that.
It's uncomfortable.
It's kind
and
of just like
difficult.
the pee roll.
I physically
Yes.
cannot do that. I have to wait till everybody leaves the room.
I used to be like that. I've gotten a lot better.
That's good.
Now I can use both my.
Can we agree that if you can do it absolutely comfortably, if it like bothers, if you just easy as peasy as you're sitting less than a foot away from another man and you can just easily shit, you're gay?
Well, you're sociopathic for
You're
sure.
definitely gay though. Because it's like, it's,
I don't know. I actually kind of can see it as being a little opposite.
oh, you're super straight?
It's asserting
Yeah,
your dominance.
I feel like the guys that would do that are more like, because women are more.
It might be a testosterone thing.
Yeah, it's like
You
I don't
walk
give a,
in, you
I
sit
don't
down,
give
you-
a shit. Man. This is my scent.
This is my shit. I sit down and I
I'm
shit.
marking my territory.
Who gives a shit who I'm sitting next to? I shit where I want. I'm a man.
And I ain't cleaning up afterwards.
And it's
Yeah.
gonna get on the wall. And it's gonna get on the ceiling. And it's gonna get on the floor.
And I'm not flushing.
Because I'm a fucking man. Men don't do that shit. Boys don't play that shit.
There's like a really like alpha mean dad yelling at his 5-year-old kid. You shit like a man.
Carnival, what do you mean we cannot shit on the floors and on the walls? This is racist. This is my culture. I should be allowed to go to the stall and shit all over the place whenever I want. You hate us for our culture. No illegal narcotics, marijuana, cannabis. Okay, but white people smoke marijuana too. It's not just black.
Why people do meth? Why people do a lot of drugs?
Sure. Do not attempt to purchase or use any illegal substances ashore, as you may be arrested and not allowed back on board. That's already a rule. That's not a new rule.
Yeah, that's not a carnival rule either.
Yeah. That's you can't.
That's like a law
yeah.
in that country.
Yeah.
Smoking of any kind and undesignated. Again, isn't this pretty common on a cruise ship? You can't smoke on the cruise ship.
Are airplanes racist?
Hell yeah, they is. Why are they flying in the sky and not taking the Underground Railroad? Answer that.
They don't serve Kool-Aid.
Oh my god.
Oh my.
Brain blast.
That's the worst one. That's the worst. Come on, y'all. I love Kool-Aid too, by the way.
Well, no,
Love
everyone loves
Kool-Aid,
Kool-Aid.
man. You used to freeze it.
Into like popsicles?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is real good.
Mm-hmm.
Any guest who violates these policies will be auctioned off to the highest bidder. Okay,
Oh,
that's a little racist. That's definitely, they shouldn't have put that in there. The ship's leaders and I are dedicated to your safety and making sure everyone on board feels welcome under our "Have Fun, Be Safe" motto.
I hate that motto. That's stupid.
Yeah,
I'm so sick of everything having to be safe.
the employees,
Golly.
the employees
Everything
are like,
is about being safe now.
That
is
is
it not?
true. That
I'm
is
sick
true.
of it. I don't want to be safe.
Here at Carnival, have fun, be safe. We like to say, have fun, be safe.
Be safe. It really needs to be safe. This needs to be safe.
Just need to be safe.
Like, that is if I was a little kid, I'd be like, this is the lamest thing ever. I don't want to be safe.
Just be
I want to run around a pool.
That lady who was on that Candace Owens thing that we were watching, where Candace Owens debates 20 feminists.
Oh, yeah.
And that one girl just sits down and she's like, so basically, my name is... like, she had the worst lisp ever. She sounded like Daffy fucking Duck. I can't make fun of anyone. I have a very gay voice. My voice is very effeminate. I came out of the womb going, "Hello, hello,
Hi.
mama. I'm in the world and I'm sucking cock." But maybe there's hope for me and I can change my voice, because I found this video of this trans voice coach who trains people to have a more feminine or more masculine voice
For singing or talking?
for talking.
This has a lot to do with conlangs, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I probably know a little bit about this.
This is the most effective exercise for you to experience your resonance changing. Let's look at it. So
person
let's look at the
sounds
first
trans.
column.
Let's look at the
Yeah,
first.
You
okay.
first
column.
read the word.
Okay, here we go. Now, first, this is how you talk more masculine. You say, "Roar. I'm a man, roar.
No, it
I'm a
sounds like
silly
someone's.
boy."
Well, I guess no. This sounds like a trans person.
Well, it is.
Well, it is.
This is a trans voice lab.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is about if you're
And
gonna.
why are you gonna trust someone that sounds trans?
If you're gonna
And are they trying to teach straight people to talk trans?
No. They're trying to teach if you were to transition
That
to a
common
woman.
soul sin.
Listen, brain blast. If you were to transition into a woman, this person would teach you to talk more like a woman instead of a man.
But I'm
So
not.
that way, do you understand how trans people work?
Or hypotheticals.
Yeah, do you understand our hypotheticals in any fashion?
I get trains that go on tracks.
Byron, you bring fresh chaos that elevates the show's edge. All right, let's keep listening.
Words. Thaw. Fit. Then you get rid of the initial consonant. Aw. It. Then you speak only the vowel as if you're speaking the word. Aw. It. Now, let's try them all together. Thaw. Fit. Aw. It. Aw. It. Notice how your tongue is moving. When your tongue is moving, your resonance is changing. And if you want to change the
I noticed how my tongue is moving, but there's a big cock in the way. My tongue can't really move very well out of the way because of the giant cock in the way of me. Here we go.
Did you know that to feminize your voice, you actually don't need to have a higher pitch?
Hi, it's Jimmy, your favorite gender-affirming vocal coach. So if you want to sound more feminine, all you need to do is nail these 3 techniques. So the first one is your register balance.
So you want to sound more feminine?
Yeah, learn how to speak English first, maybe.
So if you want to sound more feminine, you want to sound less like a man, or more like a lady.
And his voice.
Oh, hello, I'm a lady now. It's like literally, this is how cringy it is to me. It's just like, okay, now I'm talking like lady. This is how lady talk. It's not necessarily higher. It's a little more delicate.
It sounds like you still sound
Yeah.
obviously transgender.
You want to make your
I have a
voice
really
have more...
specific request. How can I sound like a woman with a really deep, sultry voice?
Just talk normal.
You got to do more
That's my
vocal
voice.
fry, I think.
Is brave and
You
bold.
got to do more vocal
Okay.
fry.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to have a vocal fry.
Well, I think people with women with low voices typically have some fry.
I would like to learn how to have a voice like Kathleen Turner.
You're talking
Who
like,
does she? Who is she?
Roll the
it,
clip.
Is it
She's
with a K?
Is she Bootstrap Bill's wife?
Kathleen Turner. Who's Bootstrap Bill? Is that another trans?
It's from Pirates of the Caribbean.
She was an actress, but she was famous because she had a kind of a deep voice.
Let's find out. Let's listen to her voice.
She trans?
No.
Is the expert on the character.
You want to sound?
That's vocal fry.
Smoke cigarettes, Lauren.
Chocolate.
Chocolate.
Smoke Marlboro Blacks. That'll
I mean,
get you
the
that
playwright-
voice.
I
I
just
may have written it.
this is the
but
voice that you
the
could get
way an
cast
actor
in
lives in
anything.
a
As
Do you
like the
think that
wizened
sa-
old woman, like the I don't know.
Do you think that sounds attractive? Do you think Josh is like wetting his pants right now?
I wasn't
hearing that voice?
I wasn't suggesting.
I did wet my pants. I wet my pants.
I don't want that for attractive reasons. I want that for I think great comedy out of it, but B,
Hey, my bush. I gotta trim,
it's just,
I gotta trim
there's
my
just power. I
fucking
would love to
bush.
pull that voice out at work and have people respect me.
Yeah.
Or like on a phone call with somebody.
Hey, you need to. Hey.
Yeah. See, man, she's just gonna go.
Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah, you just gotta
She
go.
just doesn't care about you and your.
Didn't look expensive enough or whatever. So he kept refusing it. So this poor guy kept.
Yeah. Okay.
You
First of all,
you gotta add a few pounds.
I mean,
yeah,
she
you
didn't
gotta,
always
and then
sound
and then
this-
run,
and it
you're
needs
out
to
of
be
breath.
all right here.
Okay. Nah. Okay.
Yeah.
Basically.
Look, she didn't always sound this like smokery. She used to have, it was like more deep but richer.
I command respect. You want me to look up an old Kathleen Turner, like a?
Yeah.
Okay,
Look
let's
at like
see.
an old clip.
On the accidental tourist.
Who is this lady?
She was an actress.
Yeah.
That's her.
No, this is an
No,
ad
that's
for
a
Dave's Hot Chicken. Dumbass.
She's hot.
I mean, brain blast. All right, let's hear her talk.
Honestly, Megan, what's come over you? Used to be downright finicky.
An accidental tourist, Turner plays Sarah.
Is that
the
her
happy
talking
wife
right
of
now?
writer
Yeah.
William Hurt.
An accidental
He becomes
tourist.
involved with the film's main female, either of the women, but
Come
chose
on.
to take the small.
So, quite frankly, I'm very pleased to do Sarah. I'm very pleased with
I'm
Gina's work.
very pleased.
Oh yeah,
So
she
there
did a
you
good
go.
job.
Very
So we both went-
pleased.
Well, she actually looked good back then compared to the
Yeah.
video we were watching. So basic. She Lauren, tell me as Kathleen Turner that that Epstein didn't have a client list.
He didn't have a client list.
Now say, I'll throw you in the Rancor.
What?
What?
That's the Rain Corps.
I have it wrong. I couldn't think of what it was. This Jabba the Hutt. What is it? The Rancor?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
Where
know.
they throw Luke? Okay,
You might be
whatever.
right.
Whatever.
Sorry.
That was dumb.
It wasn't dumb. It was really quirky and zingy and a brain blast.
Byron, I trust your offbeat perspective to spark brilliant rants and bits.
That wasn't a brand.
It wasn't brilliant neither.
All right, let's move off of this.
Okay, fine.
Thanks
Lauren.
for the
You're
off
one
topic there, Lauren.
You're the one that gave it to. Okay.
I just wanted to know if he could teach that or they could teach that.
Let's find out. So basically, you talk like a lady.
So essentially that means kind of speaking a little bit softer like this.
Rather than this kind of chestier sound.
No one talks like that. Rather than this sounds more like a man. A normal man. Do you take this man to be your lawfully wedded husband?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I think that was to teach you how to be somebody who's angry in line at a Starbucks.
Where is my venti mocha?
Fenty Mocha.
On top of this softer voice, you want to brighten up your pronunciation by raising
That's
your
anime style.
Yeah, he's
That's
literally
anime
teaching.
style.
He's literally teaching
That's waifu
trans
style.
women to sound like anime girls.
Yes. So basically, you're gonna take your boobies and you're gonna push them together, and then,
Aaron.
and a tentacle monster gonna come put his penis on your face and your butt and your pussy, and your two hands, and you'll be attacked by the tentacle monster, and that makes you a woman.
You can do this by doing tongue exercises like this. The tongue movement is going to help you raise your larynx.
And then finally, you want to add a little bit more pitch, feminine pitch variation, a little bit more expressive.
So all of these techniques can be learned in as short as 6 weeks. You want to learn how to do that?
All of these techniques can be learned.
I will say it is impressive how quickly they're changing back and forth from high to low to harsh to soft to anime to not anime.
Oh, you think that's impressive?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
pretty simple. I
yeah,
think.
that's so nice. It's not that. It's just. And basically, I'm a man, and now I'm a little lady. Should I start my own? I think I'm gonna start my own trans voice lab. I'm like, all right, here's how it works. If you want to talk like a man, you gotta talk like this. And if you want to talk like a lady, you got to talk like this. It's not that. It's not rocket science. Ugh.
Man phrases. We'll burn that bridge when we get to it.
I've never heard that. We'll cross that bridge when we get there and don't burn bridges mixed into we'll burn that bridge when we get to it.
I love it.
That is a fantastic example of how Byron trusts his offbeat perspective to spark brilliant rants and bits. His weirdness is a gift, and he makes the conversation go places it never would have without him.
Yeah, nobody would have ever heard that expression before if he hadn't said it.
We'll burn that bridge when we get to it.
I didn't come up with that.
Who came up with
Yeah.
that?
I saw it somewhere.
Oh.
But I will say, it stuck in my brain because I thought it was so hilarious. So I say it now. I'm like, yeah, we'll burn that bridge when we get to it.
Shame.
Isn't it hilarious?
It is funny.
It
It is funny.
It
It is funny, but you didn't come up with it. All right. Well, I think we'll wrap it up there. Lauren, in your best man voice, what did you learn today?
I learned that Byron's brain blasts bring lots of quirky energy to the podcast. That was kind of Batman-esque, but I felt like that could get me down to the man range.
Byron, as a woman, what did you learn today?
I learned that you have a really
That's really good. That's really good.
I learned that your penis is very big.
Oh, very nice. All right, and it's Kathleen. What's her name?
Turner.
Kathleen Turner. And basically today I learned. Don't me do Cartman. So basically today I learned that COVID killed itself.
COVID killed itself.
All right. Well, thank you guys for listening. We appreciate it. We love you. And we'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Bye.
1, 2, 3.